Hello, my name is Jodie and I'm a Pilates practitioner. I'll be taking you through your basic Pilates class today. We're going to start by interlacing the fingers and stretching the hands forward. And then raise the arms above your head. Just allow your body to move from side to side. Release the hands. Take them behind the body, interlace your fingers, and then lift and open the chest. And then releasing the arms, place the hands down onto the thighs and just close down the eyes. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose. And then breathe out through the mouth. And again, deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Allow the breath to flow. Softening the tops of the shoulders, allowing the spine to become longer and longer, top of the head touching the ceiling. And then continue allowing the breath to flow as you move your head from side to side, allowing it to roll, drawing the chin gently towards the chest. Just moving at a really slow pace there, perhaps taking it into a big circle if it feels right for your neck, reversing that circle. And then coming back to moving the head from side to side. And then finishing with the chin towards the chest and then rolling the neck all the way up so that you're looking back forward. Now if I can invite you to come into an all-four position, spacing out all of your fingers, placing your hands directly under your shoulders, your knees are hip width apart, and then you're pressing the top of the feet down into the mat. Now keeping this long spine, long neck shape, breathe in, taking your hips back towards the bottom, and not to touch the heels there. And then breathe out, taking your shoulders forward of your hands, so feeling that stretch in the wrists. Inhale, guiding the hips back, and then exhale, stretching through the wrists, pressing the index finger down into the floor on both hands, and maintaining that steady lift of the shoulders out and away from the hands. Last time through, we inhale as we come back, and we exhale as we return forward, and then let's return back to that start position. Now imagining for me that the rib cage and the top part of the body is frozen still, and then focus on the lower part of your body. So we're going to take an inhale here together, and then as you exhale, wrap your tail between your bottom cheeks so that you curve just that lower part of your back. Inhale, releasing it back out. And again, exhale, visualize your tailbone hooking down towards the mat. And then inhale as you release it. Perhaps as well as you're curving, you're imagining your belly button gently drawing up towards the ceiling. And you're inhaling as you release. Exhale, curve the lower back, feeling the stretch that's created in the lower back. But also that gentle activation that begins to occur through the front body. One more time. We're curving the back, and this time we're holding the curve. Our big toes are touching behind us. We're keeping the curve as we guide our body all the way back to the heels, keeping an active rest pose where we're not resting down on our thighs. We're drawing our belly button in towards the ceiling rather. Keep holding, keep breathing. And then keeping the belly button up towards the spine, coming all the way up, and then releasing the body. Allow the chest to lift, the face to float. Breathe in, and then breathe out again. Start at your tail, curve the lower back, but this time invite the whole body, allowing your head to go heavy. Breathe in, breathe out, releasing your tail, rolling through the spine, floating the face. And again, the tail will wrap, curving your body. allowing your head to drop, and then returning back to a level position. We're going to tuck both of our feet under, so the toes are under now. Bringing your lower part of your back into the curve that we've been practicing, but maintaining that stillness in the upper part of your back. Breathing in there, and then as you breathe out, gently draw up through your waist and hover the knees off the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Placing the knees to the floor, keeping your toes tucked under, reaching the bottom to the heels and sliding your hands along. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then walking your hands towards your knees, sitting down on your heels, and then with your hands interlace your fingers. And then begin to roll through the wrists there. Reverse the direction. And then releasing the hands, giving the wrists a little shake there. And then coming towards the top end of your mat, crossing the ankles behind you, or coming over however it works for your body. And then bringing both feet out in front of your body. Ideally, you want your feet hip width apart, knees are bent, and arms are holding lightly onto the backs of the thighs. Inhale, grow tall. And then as you exhale, keeping everything really long, just gently nod the chin towards the chest. So try and really lengthen that back of the neck there. And then inhale to release the chin. Exhale, draw the chin down, lengthen through the back of the neck. And then breathe in as you release it back up. 3 more together. In through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Last one. And releasing there. Now from here, start to nod the chin just as you practice. And then if you can imagine bending from underneath the base of your rib cage and allow your hands to slide towards your ankles so you're flexed forward over your thighs. Then start from the lower part of your back and begin to re-stack your vertebrae until you're upright. And just allow the hands to slide there. Breathe in, breathe out, draw your chin down, bend from the base of the rib cage, allow the hands to slide. Inhale. And then exhale, can you draw your waist in away from your thighs as you roll your body all the way back up. One more time, nodding the chin, bending from the base of the rib cage, curving your body forward, holding there, breathe in, and then breathe out as you're restacking your spine. When you get to the top, replace the hands to the backs of the thighs. This time we're going to go the other way. So start at your tailbone, inhale. The tailbone rolls under, just like we practiced in the all four position. And we roll that top part of the body back to an arm's length, inhale. Now add in the nod of your chin, bend from underneath the rib cage, but we're moving forward this time. Inhale, pause, and then exhale, restack your spine. And again, exhale, rolling your hips under. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out, nod your chin, lengthen your neck. Bend from under the ribs as you come forward. And restack, lower back, mid back, upper back. Now taking the hands away from the thighs, fingers along. Checking that the wrists are roughly shoulder height. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tailbone wraps under. Lightly drawing belly button to spine. Breathe in to pause there. Breathe out, nod the chin, bend from under the ribs, curve your body forward. And re-stacking tall. Moving through a little faster now. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, pause. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, restack. Exhale, peel away. Inhale, pause. Exhale, curve forward. And restack. One more time. Breathe out, peel it away. Inhale. Exhale forward and re-stack the spine. Now sweep the hands back behind you. Point your fingers towards your bottom cheeks. Press your hands into the floor and lift your chest to the sky. Keep holding, keep breathing. Feeling the stretch down the forearms, putting load into the hands, but lifting the chest bone right up to the sky there. And releasing. Refloat your hands forward, inhale. Exhale, roll your tailbone. Very similar movement, but this time we're going to continue all the way down to the mat. Once you're there, rest the head, hands press into the mat beside you, and we're bending our knees so our feet are flat on the floor. Now with your hands, can you find your hip bones? So on either side, place the fingers there. I just want you to use the hands as feedback so that you can feel that your hips aren't moving anywhere. You've got your natural curve in the lower part of your back, and that space can be big or small, just depending on the shape of our spine. Now keeping the hips really still, we inhale, and then as we exhale, we float our right leg up and off the floor, keeping the knee the same, and then releasing it all the way down. Left side, breathe out, float the left leg, and breathe in as you release it down. So as you're moving through from leg to leg, be really light in the legs, focusing on that stillness through your midsection so that our hips aren't rolling from side to side or forward and back. You have one more on each side. So breathe out, float the right leg. Breathe in, release it. And then breathe out, float the left leg. And breathe in, release it. Now with the left leg, slide that long and press the heel into the floor. Your right leg, bring that back to the bent knee position, which we call tabletop. And again, we're trying to keep our hips really, really still here. Then with the right leg, begin drawing a big circle and keeping that circle as even as you can, so it is a circle rather than an odd shape. A couple of ways to help you stay still is to press the left leg down into the floor and very lightly be hugging in all four sides of your waist, imagining that you've got a corset around your midsection and we're tightening all of the strings. If you feel that the hips are staying still and you want to push your hands into the floor, that can also offer you some extra stability. Now let's reverse the direction of the circle. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth as you're circling. And we've got 4 together. Feeling the work that's starting to occur in the front of that right hip. Last 2. And you've got your last one there. Now before you release that leg, extend it all the way to the sky. Try and straighten your knee. And then let's release the right leg down onto the mat. Press it into the floor and then float the left leg to tabletop. So bent knee, 90-degree angle. Hands are firmly pressing and we begin our circles. So same as we did on the other side, we're circling in one direction or the same direction and we'll change it shortly. Again, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, allowing the breath to flow. Keeping the awareness on your midsection, making sure we're not rocking from side to side, or we're minimising that as much as we can. Reverse the direction of your circles now. Aiming to create an in and an out breath on one full circle. Inhale across your body as you circle, exhale away from your body. And let's finish with 2 more. Last one. And again, that left leg goes right up to the sky. We straighten the knee and then we lower that leg all the way down. Have a flex in both of your feet and then breathe out, float the right leg up to the sky. Point the toes to the ceiling and then release it all the way down. Flex the foot and raise the leg. Same side, point the toe, lower the leg all the way down. Flexing, toes to nose, point, reaching the leg to the sky. One more time. And then we're releasing that right leg all the way to the floor and flexing the foot, left side. Breathe out, lift the leg, knee is straight, point the toes, lower it down. So don't worry too much about how far up your leg goes. Just concentrate on keeping the pelvis still and the knee straight. You'll notice that one of my legs goes higher than the other, and that is perfectly fine. You just do what you can. And then releasing the leg. Now hug the right knee into your chest, and then the left one. And just allow your body to rock from side to side, massaging through the lower part of your back and the back of your pelvis. Coming back into the center, nod the chin and curve the body, creating a ball shape. And then releasing the head, neck and shoulders. Point the toes find the mat, and the arms go nice and wide onto the floor. Breathe in, twist, taking the torso to the right so the knees find the floor. And then exhale as you center. Breathe in, taking the knees to the left. And breathing out as you center. For now, just allow the rib cage to move a little. We're not anchoring the upper body just yet. We're just allowing the body to move freely. Thinking of the chest widening, collarbones widening. Allowing that stretch to occur through the torso, so through your midsection. Last one on the right side. And then final one to the left. Coming back into the center with your legs, and then move the hands down a little so they're below your shoulders. Turn the palms down to the floor, pressing the hands in. Now very lightly begin to draw your belly button in towards the mat, and then can you float the right leg, followed by the left leg to tabletop, and hold your legs there. Squeeze your feet together, your knees if you can, otherwise a little space is okay. Now this time, if you can imagine that the back of your rib cage is blue tacked to the mat underneath you. And so you'll move your torso to the right, but you're aiming to keep your left side of the rib cage down on the mat. And exhale to the center. As your legs go to the left, can you keep now this right side of your rib cage onto the mat? Continue moving through from side to side. Just allow that for the moment to be your one focus. So blue tucking both sides of the rib cage down. So there's very minimal movement through that top part of your body. Feeling the whole body having to work together to coordinate the movement. And last one to the left. Then one last time, we're hugging both of the knees into the chest and we're rocking the body from side to side. Coming back into the center, allowing both of the feet to be flat on the floor, knees are bent, and then we're raising our arms towards the ceiling, relaxing the shoulders heavy into the mat. Now inhale there, and then as you exhale, reach your tailbone to your heels and flatten the lower back into the floor. Inhale, release the lower back, allowing your tailbone to feel heavy. Breathe out, reach your tailbone forward to the heels and flatten your lower back. Inhale, releasing. So essentially you are rocking your hips forward and backwards, but you're not allowing your bottom cheeks to squeeze to create that movement. Instead, imagine very gently drawing the skin of your tummy down and away from your clothing to help that rocking momentum or movement. And last one, so exhale, tailbone to backs of heels, flatten the back, and then releasing. Now with the hands, repress them down into the floor. Keep them energized into the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out, tail going to the heels. Flatten the back. And then can you lift your body from the crease of the bottom, rolling yourself all the way up to a bridge. Now hold there. Imagine, without moving your feet, that you pull your heels towards your bottom, so you're feeling this extra strength in your legs. Try and relax that top part of your chest down, softening through the upper part of your back. And then the tailbone, can that scoot all the way to the backs of your knees there as you hold. Let's inhale together. Exhale, hips stay high, but begin dropping your spine down bone by bone until the pelvis is rested. Breathe in. Breathe out, rolling your body up and off the mat into your bridge, inhaling at the top. Exhale, melt the spine all the way down. Let's flow through this movement, keeping it moving, imagining that there's no beginning or end to the movement. We're just piecing it all together. Pressing your hands into the floor, pulling the heels towards the bottom, maintaining that activity in the legs. And let's go for 2 more there. Enjoy the movement. Last one. And then melting the spine, coming all the way down. Again, float the arms up towards the ceiling. And then as you breathe in, we hold. Breathe out, nod your chin without lifting the head off the floor. And then inhale, release your chin. Exhale, nod the chin. Inhale, release the chin. This time, nod the chin, hold it there. Begin to press your hands forward and then roll the top part of your body off the floor this time, looking at the kneecaps and then releasing the spine, coming all the way down. And again, start at the chin, nod, press through the hands and roll the spine all the way up and then roll your spine all the way down. Keep moving through, feeling the activation at the base of the rib cage. Finding a way to coordinate and piece all of this together so it feels like you're flowing in fluid through your movement. So chin, arms, chest. Making sure we're not squeezing our bottoms. We're keeping our hips still and on the floor. Next time we come up, we're holding the shape. We're trying to get as high as we can in the curve. And then pump the arms. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Keep pumping the arms. Have the intention of your body staying perfectly still and just the arms are moving. Bring your awareness back to your breath, and we have 4. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 4, 3, and 2. Last breath, pausing the arms and releasing the head to the floor. Rest your hands to your belly and then just very gently turn your head from side to side. Just giving your neck a very gentle stretch after working it in that exercise. One more to each side. And then back to the center. Lay now onto your right side, having both of your knees bent, your right arm underneath your head as a pillow. And then we're going to start by bringing your heels slightly back in line with your bottom. Squeeze your heels together, and then let's exhale as we lift just the top knee, keeping the squeeze of the heels, and inhale lower. So these are your diamond clams. We're just starting at the basic level where our underside leg and our feet stay down on the floor. See if you can lift that underside waist away from the mat, almost like you're again wearing a corset and you're hugging in all four sides of the waist. Bringing that awareness now to your top hip and using the bottom to lift the knee. And let's have 3 more of these together. For 2. And last one there. Now from there, if you lift both of your feet off the floor, keep your knees together. Breathe out, lift your top knee, squeeze your heels, and then inhale, lower. So this is just taking the movement to the next level. And we have for 4. Underside waist, keep lifting for 3. And 2. This is your last one. And then you're releasing your legs. Now with the top thigh, grab that ankle and then reach your knee away from you. So knee reaches away from your face, so you're feeling that stretch in the front of your thigh. We won't stay here for too long, so if we can take 3 deep breaths together. Last one. And then releasing. Now it's up to you whether you just roll on over so you're facing the other way, or whether you come up just as I am, so we can swap over and do that other side. So laying down on the left underside arm, heels come back in line with your bottom. Underside waist, you've got the gentle lift and the top hand is rested. Squeeze your heels together and then breathe in and then breathe out. Lift the top knee, keeping the squeeze of the heels. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Again, we're using our bottom cheek on that top side to lift the leg, but keeping in mind that often we can feel the work in the bottom on the underside as well, because we've already done that side. And let's go for 5 and release for 4, last 3 and 2. This is your last one. Once the knee is rested, lift both of your feet. Let's take it to the next level. So we breathe out, we lift the knee, squeeze the heels, create the diamond, and then releasing the knee down. Exhale, lift, and inhale, lower. Imagining that behind you, you've got a brick wall. So your pelvis or your hips are staying stacked on top of each other so that we aren't rolling behind us. Making this next one your last one. And then releasing the knees and the feet to the floor. Grabbing your top ankle and taking that into a thigh stretch. Reaching your knee away from your face, and perhaps you press your hip bone forward slightly to intensify. We won't hold it for long, so if we can take 3 deep breaths from here. Last one. And then releasing your legs. Flip onto your tummy. Let's have your legs slightly apart. Arms stretched down by the side of your waist with your palms up. And your nose hovering, your shoulders hovering off the floor. Press your hip bones down into the mat. And then let's hold that. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stretch your chest forward. And begin to float the arms, keeping the press of the hip bones into the mat. Keep holding, keep breathing. Hands are lifted off the floor. Hip bones are pressing, and maybe even you're floating your legs slightly. Keep breathing as you're holding for 5. Last 3 breaths there, you guys. Last one. And then very slowly releasing the shape. Bringing your hands to the sides of your shoulders. Pressing yourself up. Both of your legs coming and dropping your bottom onto your heels. Reach your hands back towards the feet and allow the body to fold over your thighs. Begin to lift your upper body. Space your fingers, place your hands down onto the mat and separate your knees hip width apart. Now as we inhale, we're stretching the right arm and the left leg long, keeping the fingertips and the toes on the floor for the moment. Lengthen through your spine, take an extra inhale, and then exhale, hover the right arm, left leg off the floor and we hold. You have 3 more breaths. And 2. Last one. And then releasing and sliding the limbs back under. Left arm, right leg. Let's begin by sliding them long with the fingertips and the toes still touching the floor. And then as you exhale, you're hovering the leg and the arm and holding that position. And we have 3 breaths. And 2. Last one. And releasing the limbs. Finding a comfortable position, whether that is seated cross-legged or perhaps you're the same as me and you're actually sitting on your feet. Inhale both of your arms up to the ceiling. And then exhale, place the left hand onto the floor, taking a side bend that way. Breathe in, raise both of the arms to the ceiling. And then breathe out, right hand finds the floor and we side bend. Both arms go up, inhale. Exhale, left hand, side bend, holding for an extra breath there. And then inhale, both arms up. Exhale, right hand, side bend, hold for that extra breath. This time both hands go up, hold there. Look up towards your fingers. And then as you exhale, open both arms, lowering the eyes back forward. Inhale, hands to the ceiling, look up. Exhale, release the arms all the way back down. One more time, inhale up, looking up, and exhale, releasing the body. Thank you very much for joining me today, you guys. Have an awesome day, an awesome